All right, I'm here with Matteo, our main man. He is in charge of all those who stack friends and stack sats. We've got a quick pitch here where he's going to talk about the Orange Pill app. We're going to have some fun, and then we're going to do a longer form interview and a deeper dive right after. Here you go, Matteo. Take it away.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for the call. Okay, so hello, everybody. So this is the Orange Pill pitch deck for the seed round. We are the social network for Bitcoiners. And the problem we're solving is finding local, like-minded Bitcoiners for networking, socializing, dating, and eventually, once we get to a place where there's more merchants, conduct e-commerce, it's very difficult today. And, there's plenty of evidence for this, it's all these tweets. And that's actually how I got the initial idea. I saw all these people looking for local Bitcoin friends. And I figure, all these people had this problem. I also had that problem. And then another interesting fact is that on Google search, especially, after COVID, a lot of people want to spend more time. It's making friends in real life is becoming increasingly difficult because of the social media addiction. And so what we do, we build a location-based social network specifically made for Bitcoiners that allows you to find local Bitcoiners, local events, and local merchants, which solve the problem of local discovery and coordination. And, we've been going now for 2 years, and we have some testimonial of people that have used the app successfully to, find Bitcoiners nearby. And so we are reached product market fit in less than 2 years. We have almost $500,000 revenue. I'll walk you through later to the business model. We have processed more than 1 million messages. We have 15,000 paid members. Everybody has to pay to join Orange Pill app. 35 users. User means people that have signed up but have not yet got a membership. So that gives you an idea of, the conversion rate between user and paid members. 60,000 downloads. And more importantly, considering this is a completely paid social network, which as far as I know has never existed before, we have a really high App Store rating, which means, we're delivering our promise of, building the social layer. So we have 3 main products. The first one is the networking product, which basically it's people to people. So again, you find local Bitcoiners, you see the profiles, there's a chat button, you can connect with them and, go meet them for a beer, for, playing sports, whatever you want to do. We also have the events product, which gives you all of the local events that are Bitcoin only. That's very important to specify. We only have Bitcoin only events. So we don't do any crypto or NFT or any of that stuff. So we are 100% focused on the Bitcoin market. As of now, we are the largest repository of Bitcoin only events on planet Earth, basically. We scrape the events from some website. Plus, we have our own events that our members create through the app. And so that gives us like a very unique offering when it comes to events. And then the last product that we launched last year was merchants, which basically is like merchants that accept Bitcoin. They have to be local. Again, we are local social Bitcoin. And so you can create a profile for your merchant, for your store or business. And as long as you accept Bitcoin, you can showcase your business on the app. We've built a lot of stuff during the years, and this is the forward-looking roadmap. We launched local feeds in Q4 2024, which is kind of like it does what it says. The local feeds for Los Angeles, Miami, New York, and London. And these feeds are only accessible if you're physically, so basically they're geofenced. So only if you're in Los Angeles, you can post and see the Los Angeles feed. We also, something that, was very highly requested, we enable Nostr login. So you can log in or sign up on Orange Pill app completely through Nostr. So you don't even have to give us an email, which makes it even more private. Of course, we don't do KYC, right? And then for 2025, we have a very busy roadmap because The administration in Washington has changed, which give us like a green light to build pretty much everything we want. This was not the case before November of 2024. So the first thing we're almost ready to launch actually is the Bitcoin wallet. That's going to be in-app. So you're going to be able, it's going to be custodial. It's going to be license only, very importantly. So there's no fees on chain and, transaction getting stuck and that kind of stuff. And that, we are modeling that should bring about 10% of additional revenue to transaction fees. So we take a 0.5% fees on all the transaction through the Orange Pillar wallet. Next thing we're going to build is the RSVP management for the events, which is probably the second most thing that our user want, is like being able to RSVP directly inside the app so that the organizer knows what's going and what's not going. They can contact each other. And also the wallet and the RSVP are fundamental for building the next big product, which is the ticketing platform. So what we're going to have is in the app, you can already create events. You can already have a group chat for each event. And we're going to launch the feature where allows you, the organizer of an event, whether it's a conference, a meetup, somebody doing a dinner, whatever it may be, to sell tickets directly through the app, Bitcoin only, which is why we need the wallet in the app, right? And we'll take a 6.15% commission, which if you've been in Bitcoin for a long time, you probably know the reference. And we estimate it should bring at least $100,000 of extra revenue in the first year or year and a half. And then at the end of the 2025, we're gonna enable people to do video and voice call directly to the app. Now, you might ask, why do we need this? Everybody has WhatsApp or Telegram. And this is also what I saw when I launched this app. However, people have told me, I don't want to give my WhatsApp number or my Telegram account to anybody. I'd rather do everything through the app. And so with the video and voice call, you're going to be able to talk to people or FaceTime them before you meet them, which gives you an extra layer of, security and confidence when you go meet somebody in person. The 2025 roadmap is going to be super busy, which is the main reason of this fundraise is to hire more developers. So what's our revenue model? We basically charge everybody to use the app, whether it's an individual, an event organizer, a merchant. We have a recurring subscription model, which could be monthly or yearly, or a one-time lifetime to access the app, which is way more popular than I imagined. There's something about Bitcoiners that don't like subscription models, so they love just paying upfront. It's $100. It's nothing crazy, but we got a lot of lifetime members. And once we have the tickets platform, we will charge 6.15% commission, and again 0.5% all transaction volume from the wallet. We have so many Bitcoiners that are notable members that you probably recognize. We have Peter McCormack, Saifedean, Natalie Brunel, PDC Session, and many more. Reviews. I can go through many stories, but if you look at the reviews on the App Store, we have literally changed lives. Somebody got married to the app. People have found jobs. People have found their best friends. And so we're very proud of what we built. And we're very proud that it has had an effect on people already. The team is me, the CEO and founder. I had a previous exit for a shipping e-commerce. The CTO, which has built apps for Gucci and Inter FC, which is a football club in Italy. Brian DeMint is our marketing guy. He has wrote 2 best-selling books about Bitcoin. And CFO, which used to work at the largest US private company. We have a great advisory board with Natalie Brunel, Nico Moran from Simply Bitcoin, Bruce Van Holm, also podcaster Daniel Prince, and Joe Hall, also known as Joe Nakamoto. And they have helped us tremendously with ideas, connections, helping shaping the app. We got so much media attention, being the first and only Bitcoin social app. Bitcoin Magazine, Forbes, Cointelegraph, we really had a lot of love from this magazine. So what's the market? There are roughly 160 million people. Obviously, this number grows every single day that have owned Bitcoin, either through the ETF or cold storage or on exchange. This number is growing at about 20% CAGR. So we think by the end of the decade, this number should be at least 300 million. Now, of course, with the new administration, the new political winds that are very favorable to Bitcoin, actually, this is probably a very conservative estimate. So we think would be at least 300 million or more by the end of the decade. Our goal is to capture 1% of this market, so 3 million people. This is global, of course. And if we do that, we'll generate a revenue in excess of $30 million per year. Now, one of the biggest endorsement of why, with all this AI revolution, the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, was on a podcast, an interview, and said, "I think there's going to be a premium on human in-person experience. I can see that being a very huge category." So personally, my theory is that AI is going to drive humans offline because it's just going to be much better than humans are being online. And so that's also why some think humans are going to be more attracted to in-person experience, whether it's concert, networking, dinners, all kind of offline. But the offline economy is going to grow much faster. So the opportunity that we are presenting to investors in 23 and 2024, we have built the products, we have found product market fit, we have achieved a small profitability, which I think is remarkable, especially as a Bitcoin company, and very importantly, we have built a Bitcoin treasury of almost 4 Bitcoin. With the addition of a Bitcoin wallet, the event ticketing platform, and all the other stuff that we talk in the roadmap, we project to hit 1 million revenue in 2025 and to be at 10 million ARR by 2028. Here's our financials. Going back to our first quarter, it shows a consistent growth. We're growing quarter to quarter about 20% on average, which is similar to the way the Bitcoin social layer is actually growing. So we are very tightly correlated to the amount of Bitcoiners that join the Bitcoin ecosystem. And so these are the financial forecasts and what we have done so far. So in 2023, we have brought home $125 of revenue with a small profit of $7,000. 2024, we grow by 126% in revenue, and we increase profit by 241%. For 2025, we believe this is one of the biggest year in Bitcoin because, again, the changes in the political winds. So again, our goal is to achieve $1 million revenue in 2025 and in 2026 to double that with a profit of, in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So this is our path to a $10 million ARR. We just need 370,000 members. Now we're about 15,000. Our ARPU is $27. It's actually growing because of the Bitcoin volume dollars is growing. So we get to $370,000 members, we'll get to a $10 million annual recurring revenue. So what we're raising? So we are raising $1 million at a $10 million post valuation to, number one, accelerate product development. Again, the wallet and the ticketing platform are our biggest bet when it comes to the product. And that would account for 50% of our fundraise. We need to hire a full-time CTO, designer, community managers. We need to go to more conferences, podcasts, advertising. So the key roles will account for 40%. And then the marketing activities, conferences, podcasts, merchandise, to acquire the next 50,000 members in the coming 18 months, that would account for about 10% of the $1 million that we're raising. And that's about it. So if you'd like to get in touch, here are my Calendly, my email, and the website is orangeflap.com.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Matteo. And we're going to do a long form interview and dive in now. Cheers to you.